Welcome back to Castle of Illusion. So, let's move to the upper floor. To get...
And up the stairs we go!
There we go, you can view the paintings as we get unlocked, which are basically concept arts. And this is the place where the statue resides. If you get the statue pieces, objects that are, in the levels and everything. You have basically, what's the name? Basically, it's some kind of tab when you get into the levels or before, which tells you how much did you got in the stage, because the mini gems
you mean the
that
HUD.
you get actually stack. So basically, you don't have to collect all of them in a row. You can reach the level later to get the ones that you're missing. And basically also the later levels also unlocked as you get more gems, so you cannot unfortunately sequence break here. And here you go, this is the place where you need to go after getting the gems, but unfortunately, since we don't have at the moment, we just need to go away.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Narrator!
I wanna know what to do about you.
Oh, you'll have to find out soon enough in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom what?
Sadly, no, remember Jova, it's a Square Enix thing, this is a Sega thing.
No. Don't see, guys, this is all in the past before Mickey actually started studying under Yensid to become a Keyblade Master.
Unless Jova Square Enix buys a Sega, or Disney buys Sega, out of nowhere.
Well, oh, yes. Imagine that, Sega buying Disney.
No, the contrary, Jova.
I don't think so.
Sega are in no fit financial state.
No, I don't think Sega's even in.
Again, the contrary, Disney buying a Sega.
They're barely in a fit financial state to buy a hot dog.
Let me put it like this. Any company that buys Disney is gonna control a lot of the world now.
And there you go, we even pulled the whole exit blocked.
Yeah, from the original game, yeah.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Narrator. Could you provide me those? Oh, that's handy.
Now here they added these mini floating boats to give some other platforms and verticality to the levels, which is fine enough. And again, we changed also. Well, we haven't changed, but more like how we look, the marbles that you use as projectiles here. But there you go. Also, again, they changed some of the level layout in order for you to fit better also with the enemies. But essentially, the enemies here have also retained the same, with the toy soldiers, the clowns that pop up, and the ones with the unicycle later on. Also here there are some the toy planes as well. Later on also the gravity mechanic will be introduced as well.
Hurrah! Face life ain't a might!
And here you go, there's a new bonus level that was in the original. Basically, you get to run before the cars actually run out.
Okay.
However, don't step on the Joker cars. Yes?
Hey guys. Oh, Snap. Get it? Because Snap's the name of a card game.
But yeah, another thing I did like the first time I played this game, I admit I laughed out loud when I saw that they actually provided narration for something like a bonus stage. It's like, dang, that's
Even
a dedicated
for
narrator.
Things, yeah. Again, don't step. The Joker cards are just better to throw you there because they disappear in a second.
Of course.
There we go, and we got the castle statue piece.
Now that's what I call a full house. I'm almost surprised that they didn't play the Mickey Mouse Parade tune. Like seriously, it sounds like they're about to do it.
We just, well, it's a Grand Hero copy. They basically remixed the tune, but with the style of that, Jova, basically. I guess that was the idea.
I don't know, I don't quite hear the hey there, hi there, ho there, you're as welcome as can be.
Jova, leave that for, oh god,
Kingdom
I forgot
Hearts.
the name. No. I was referring to Full Metal Jacket. There you go.
Really? Full Metal Jacket had that tune in?
It's the ending theme. It's symbolic and stuff.
A Disney tune in Full Metal Jacket, not owned by Disney.
It's again Kubrick hitting you with the symbolism of the.
Not just that; it's also really funny in terms of irony.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Kubrick's always been a Warner Brothers guy.
Yeah.
I wonder how much did they have to pay Disney for that? Speaking of Kubrick, who else is looking forward to Dr. Sleep?
Doctor what?
That's
Dr.
sequel
Sleep.
to The Shining.
Yeah.
Oh right, then the sequel to The Shining.
Uh-huh. It's
I
looking
don't
interesting.
mind. I don't know how
Remember,
much.
Stephen King made the book of the same name that was a sequel to The Shining.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
Yep. He released it in 2013. It's actually a pretty good read, I'll admit.
Well,
Now,
I
if it were
haven't checked, so
translate
my
well-
question is, unless it's a side story completely different and everything, which I guess shares the theme of The Shining in itself.
It's about Jack's son, I guess.
It's about Jack's son
Oh.
growing up, and let's just say he has to
and using
go
his
back
power
to
of
the haunted.
Shining.
He also has to go back to the haunted grounds around the hotel.
And his
or
son's
something
played
like
by Ewan he's played by Ewan McGregor, I think.
So more British, I guess.
So, yeah, wait. Well, it's a bit weird how a Scottish person could be birthed from an American.
that. Well, hey. I think David Tennant's done a good American accent somewhere.
Yeah, but Ewan McGregor's he's a great actor, but he's not David Tennant.
True, yeah, but well, has he ever done American accents, McGregor?
I don't know.
Or who knows? Or who knows? Maybe Danny will just say that he went to Scotland and studied under David Tennant, and that's why he has the accent.
Not
Maybe,
really
who
explanation.
knows?
Maybe who knows if Ewan McGregor gets to play Obi-Wan again, but he has to use his Scottish accent. How would that work?
Hey, we got
Oh, he did play Obi-Wan, although he used more of a British accent, I think.
Yeah, it's generic British he used.
the key. There we go, just like in the original game. Now it's all a slide down here, and you just basically have to get all the mini gems while in the process.
Woohoo! Huh, and they said I would need a key! I can do it just on my own!
There we go. And there you go, just like that.
And then Mickey fell on something. I don't know.
Oh, I thought the narrator would have said something. Alas.
Guess not.
Anyway, next one. Yeah,
Alright.
just let it play for the jingle for a bit at least. Oh yeah, I forgot. We introduced also time attack, which basically is the same as the relics in Crash 3. Basically, you replay the level, but in a race against time. And I never tried it because honestly, I didn't really particularly care for it, and I don't think the levels were designed for this type of challenge. So, but I guess it's a good extra if you really wanna go all out for this game.
Speaking of stuff not suited for time trials, let me tell you in the Insane Trilogy, the
Yes.
time trials for Crash
Crash
Bandicoot 1 are Shiroi,
Pain.
how are they?
How or what?
The time trials for Crash Bandicoot 1, courtesy of the Insane Trilogy.
Jova, do you think I even tried?
I think you did. You seem insane
I
enough.
mean, at least for Crash 2, they give you the speed shoes.
I mean,
I
come on,
guess.
Shiroi. I'm sure we were all insane enough to try at least once.
Ha
But,
ha ha ha
but that's the thing, though, like, just like I think Kalikro said also, the levels of Crash 1 were not designed with the time trial in mind. They're more methodical and everything,
If
so...
they had similar controls to 2 and 3, then maybe.
No.
But
Well,
they...
Shiroi.
Oh, there you go. This is where the gravity puzzle is reused. However, it's used in a much more clever way. Now, the entire room flips around you instead of you flipping on it. So that means also the platform up and down you actually flips, which translates into flip it at the right moment in order to create a passage to get all the gems and the items that you need. It's not as easy as it sounds like this. Yeah.
You haven't quite succeeded.
Too, for a moment I thought that was a bottomless pit and you were gonna lose.
No, thankfully the bonus stages are just like that. They do not punish you if you fail them. Just like again in Crash, which is welcomed enough. But again, like I said, in Crash 1 the stages were not designed with that in mind, so I don't really know why they bothered to do the time trials there.
I mean, granted, it's a nice bit here, and I guess you can speedrun them, because, you know, that's essentially what you gotta do now.
I guess.
But, I mean, yeah, let's just say this, they aren't for the faint of heart. course, Garland the Great still aces them. Garland the Great, basically a YouTuber with a Hojo avatar. Yes, that Hojo from Final Fantasy VII, who's basically
Whatever, I'll
a
just
Crash
move on.
Bandicoot ace.
Yeah.
Dabbing.
I swear it wasn't that the intention.
What
Also,
do people
there is
even
some-
have against dabbing anyway?
It's used by the wrong people, Jova. That's what. Basically, just like with any potential good memes, the internet found a way to mass produce it and makes it less fun, even it was supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, yeah, the gimmick again with this is to make the present explode, but some of it include enemies. So basically, as long as you have enough marbles, you're good enough.
That's right, this time you're throwing marbles at him.
Well, again, it wasn't like that also in the original.
Well,
Again,
I mean...
the projectile changed according to the world.
Oh, yeah, true. Wait, though, those marbles from a distance look like diamonds.
No, the diamonds are the bottom one. The marbles are in the one in the middle between the lives and the diamond.
Oh, I get that, but I just assumed that whenever you collected a diamond, it turned into that...
No, the diamonds are taken separately. Also, here's for another cool set piece. This is illusion wall.
Oh, is this gonna be a reference to the Mirror World short?
You need to follow the path that's right in the middle, right there. Because the floor that's labeled under you right now has tricky panels. So basically, you need to follow the path that's right there in the middle. Otherwise, you fall like that.
And you will fall in
cool
an
enough.
endless cycle.
Yes, Dibs.
I was just gonna say like that.
Also, yeah, the music clearly goes a bit Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah.
There we go. Also, another thing that, well, I might as well talk about this for a second. Due to, I guess, probably also the poor budget that the game had, the trophy achievement list is not exactly that great. It's mostly just finish the level, and that's it. The only one that was a bit challenging that I found was basically one that asked you to jump on a specific number of enemies in a row without touching ground. A thing that you can do in the first act of this particular world. So that was nice. Anyway, time for the boss of the place.
But what was that odd green box? It seemed chillingly familiar.
So chilling that he needed to jump on his place. Grant is telling me to be suspicious.
Nah.
Don't
Of
touch it.
course. That's an unpleasant image. So basically, the original
Oh, I'll
worked
sort
just
him
on
out
3D
one way
plane.
or another.
Here in the original, it worked on a 2D plane, so here it spices things up by making it quite harder instead. He still does the punch attack that then releases the springs that you need to use to hit him. But the fight is a bit more challenging and a bit more creative. Since you stand on a giant tambourine, the music goes along with it, depending on the attacks that the boss uses.
That's cute.
Here we go. Also, I guess here they also give a reason for the boss to actually spontaneously give you the springs, because in the original it just randomly give to you. Here at least it hits himself in confusion. So I guess there's that.
Yeah, this Mickey was confused. He hurt himself in confusion.
Isn't that the Jack in the Box, actually?
No,
the boss.
I was thinking Pokemon.
Yeah, but
Yes,
that's what I
but
mean. The
that's
Jack
what
in the
happened
Box is the one who's confused.
Whatever, the point being it just works like that. Yeah, that's definitely a Grand Kirkhope soundtrack.
Yep.
The interesting thing is that the boss theme, just like in the first game, it is the same. It's just remixed differently depending on what the boss is. So there's also that that's actually quite amazing.
It's been Kirkhope-fied.
Kirkified.
Yes.
Sure.
Alright, the last phase of the boss fight is actually the hardest because not only does the jump attack, but it creates the shockwave. So if you don't pay attention, your health will be munched down in pretty much a second. There we go.
Because it worked so well the last 4 times.
Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Oh, like this
anyway, we
time.
got the orange rainbow gem.
Oh good, the orange cast symbol from Sonic the Fighters.
Save Minnie was far from over.
Da-da-da-da-da.
No, they have their own jingle here.
But it's Sega, so
Hey Dweebs, how much you wanna bet that if this was Dimps, the process of collecting the rainbow gem will be so overcomplicated that no one would bother trying.
Don't even get me started.
But Mickey had
You
Well,
know, they
well,
were
if you
fine
talk
enough
about
in
the
Advance
advanced
1
game-
and Advance 3, but Advance 2 just...
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Like, really getting us to really find all the lost shells so that you can get this key so that then you can go to that spring so that you
Well,
can
at
find a
least with
special stage
it-
and then you have to complete the special stage. God damn it.
At least with
Well,
Advance
yeah,
3, you didn't
I
have to
actually
do it all in
didn't
one
mind.
go, like that Super Secret Rings one,
But
so
I
I
had-
didn't
I-
mind it as much.
Yes, Dweebs?
honestly, I didn't. From the looks of it, I don't really mind the way you say Rush did it. You you find a special
Exactly. I agree.
find a special.
Oh,
You find
yeah.
a special tether. You boost long enough, and then bam, you're in it.
Oh, I agree. Anyway,
Plus, there's more than one of those things throughout a stage.
Anyway, in the next part, we'll tackle instead the third world, the storm. See ya.
So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.